In Kota Tua, Jakarta's old town, a legacy of colonial rule remains. Dutch architecture frames this corner of the capital. But it's the sea of red and white flags that stands out. On the 75th anniversary of the Proclamation of Independence, Indonesians are celebrating in their own ways. Large gatherings are banned as the city grapples with an increase in COVID-19 infections, more than 6,000 deaths and 140,000 cases confirmed so far. Sam Suri says people in his village usually have an Independence Day party. This year they won't, not just as a virus precaution, but because they can't afford it.
The economic situation has an impact on people's mood. It's difficult to get any income now. I am a street food seller and there are roadblocks everywhere.
Many low-income earners say they're under pressure.
This pandemic has really hit us. We have to pay rent and buy medicine. Time goes on, but the economy is still like this. Sometimes we have no income at all.
Plans for this year's anniversary had been in the works for more than a year, but the pandemic has put a stop to that. There's no grand parade and no carnival. Instead, the streets are quiet and the mood is subdued. Celebrations in the presidential palace were streamed online. Dutch colonial rule lasted for more than 3 centuries, and Japanese imperial forces occupied for 3 years. After Japan's defeat in the Second World War, Dutch troops attempted to recolonize Indonesia by force. It's estimated that they killed tens of thousands of Indonesians. It was only this year that the King of the Netherlands formally apologized to Indonesians for the brutality during the 5-year War of Independence. Those old enough to remember the years before the Independence Proclamation can look back on their own memories.
In my village, we only got the news 3 or 4 days after it was announced. We heard that we were free. 75 years means so much to me. We have to cherish it.
Jessica Washington, Al Jazeera, Jakarta.